All right. It says that I am live. Hello, everyone. This is Ieasha of Ieasha Designed It, and welcome back to my channel. Well, I did not even say that I was going to go live. So I'm here. This will be in the replay for anyone who wants to see it. I will not be on here long because I have some things that I need to do. And I'm sure that you all have something to do also. So I want to say happy New Year's Eve. And I wanted to come on here right quick and just talk to you about something that I've been doing for many, many years. And that is vision boards, manifesting. And I want to talk about the law of attraction. All right. So, I hope that everyone can see me. If you are here, just say hello. Let me just say something in the comments. All right, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about, first of all, I just want to talk about vision boards, manifesting, and the law of attraction. You all know that we're going into a new year, the new year starts tomorrow. Today is New Year's Eve, which is the end of 2023. All right, so first of all, I just wanted to ask who all have ever done a vision board? Have you ever done a vision board? And if you have ever heard of a vision board, I know so many people have done vision boards, and so many people talk about vision boards, especially going into a new year. But I wanted to come on here and just talk about it also. And I wanted to explain to you what a vision board is. I've been doing a vision board since my oldest daughter is about 4 or 5 years old. So I've been doing one for a really long time. I also want to tell you what a vision board is not. Because a lot of people think that once you do a vision board, everything that you put on your vision board will come to pass right then. But it doesn't work like that. A lot of people feel like manifesting, if you manifest something, just say for instance, I manifest something today, it's going to happen today or tomorrow. That's not 100% true either. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about what it is, what it's not, how to do it. And if you have, if anyone come in and have any questions, or if you have any questions, as you see the replay, you can leave me a comment, and I answer any questions that you have. Okay, so I have some things written down right here that I want to go over. And first of all, I want to say the first question that I have is, what is manifesting? So we all know that the Bible speaks of specific requests. So when you go to God and you pray to God, you make specific requests, whatever your request is, because you know what you need, you know what is the desires of your heart. So when it comes to manifesting is pretty much the same. It's a specific request, something that you want to do. It's a goal, it's a dream, it's something that you want. Just say for instance, you've been manifesting a home. That means that you're believing for a home. Everything starts with believing, whether you believe positive or you believe negative. Either way, you'll be manifesting something. You're going to either manifest positive or you're going to manifest negative. You're going to believe for positive or you're going to believe for negative. And each one have its own outcome. All right. So that is what manifesting is. Manifesting does not happen overnight. It does not happen automatically. It takes action. Believing takes action. When you believe for something, it takes action on who part? My part, your part. All right. So we have to know that just because we make a vision board or we manifest something does not automatically mean that we're going to get it right then. Now, it could happen. It could happen. It just depends on your level of believing. It just depends on you. So many times, including myself, we do some things sometime and we look at other people and we feel like it's because someone else did something. And a lot of times we have to look at ourselves. We have to go and look in the mirror and take a good close look at ourselves and see sometimes we're the reason why certain things happened or didn't happen. Um, and just like when it came to I opened up my Shopify site this year in 2023. I am so super excited. I also opened up my Etsy shop. Now, those were something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but it was me. I was standing in my own way. I couldn't fault my husband. I couldn't fault my children. I couldn't fault my friends. I couldn't fault strangers. I had to look in the mirror and say, okay, Ieasha, it's because of you. You have not open this shop, or you haven't did anything. Now I have my shop open. Now I have to bring in sales. All of that also is up to me. So it's all in what I manifest, it's all in what I believe. Okay. So that's what manifesting is. All right. So I also have another question that I have here that I thought maybe a lot of people would want to know. And it says how to manifest. So how to manifest, and I wrote that I'm looking over here on my iPad also. So how to manifest. If you all have not seen The Secret, all right, so it's a movie and a book called The Secret. Now, this is something that my ministry also I learned about ministry, and I also learned about this movie, The Secret. Now, this is the movie that I'm talking about. The Secret. Do y'all see this? And you see how it looks right now. So, I've really been watching this movie. Every year I try to watch this movie and try to really go back and look at a lot of things that I may have forgotten. Like when you read something or when you look at something, there's always something that you either miss or maybe you've forgotten. So I highly recommend this movie right here, which is The Secret, and it talks about manifestations. It talks about manifesting. It also talks about I think it has something in there with vision boards also, and it talks about the law of attraction. So hey, how you doing, Melissa? I'm on here talking. All right, so it talks about a lot of things that we all need to know coming up in 2024. So if you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. Go and check it out. But how to manifest, if y'all have not seen The Secret, I highly recommend you watch it or read the book. It's also a book. Okay, first of all, you have to be clear and concerned about what it is that you want. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to a lot of you don't know this about me, but my family and I, we lived in an apartment, a small apartment, a two-bedroom apartment for over 10 years before we moved where we are now. And I had one of the ladies in my ministry tell me, she was like, Aisha, she said, you have to get clear and concerned about what it is that you are believing for. And I had went to her, talked to her about us moving and everything. And every time that we decided to move, every time that we thought we had everything in order to move, it was like something came up. But that's life. Life gonna always throw you curveballs, especially when you're doing right. Okay, so in 2013, my mother-in-law passed in June. My mother passed in October. So that came crashing down on us also. So we had to put it on hold again. So I would tell my husband, I was like, look, I said, we have to get clear and concerned about what it is that we are believing for with our home. And I started my vision, I call it a believing board, but most people call it vision board. I started my vision board on just a plain sheet of paper. You don't have to have these posters. As you see, I have a big old poster board here. This is one of the ones that I've done. You don't have to start with a poster board. You start with what it is that you can grab, that you can get your hands on. Most people have a piece of paper and a pencil. All you need is a piece of paper and a pencil. I started with a piece of paper and a pencil, and I wrote down exactly what I wanted in a home. I wrote down exactly what I was believing for my home, everything that I wanted in my home. Now, did I get everything that I had wrote down on my paper? No, I did not get everything that I wanted on my paper, but God blessed with what He knew we needed at the time. So, a lot of times when it comes to vision boards and manifesting, you're not going to get everything that you write down, but God know what you need. Some things is just a want. Sometimes we as humans, we want a lot of things, some of us, but God provides you with your needs. And He also gives you the desires of your heart, but your needs are first. So everything that we have here is what we needed. We did get some of the desires of our hearts also, but we didn't get everything that I had put on my paper when it came to doing my vision board. Okay, so that's what I want you to know. Also, everything that you put on your vision board, everything that you manifest won't come to pass exactly like um you think it will, but it will be everything that you need. Okay, and then sometimes it could be everything that you're believing for, or that you write down or you put on your vision board. It just depends on yourself. Again, it depends on you. It depends on what your needs are and the desires of your heart. Thank you, Melissa. And this another thing that I want to talk about is what do I manifest for? Pretty much that's some of what I just told you about what I manifested for, or what I put on my vision board was a home. That's something that I wanted for my children, because you all know, for the ones of you who live in an apartment, the way our apartment was made, as soon as we walked out of our front door, there were the neighbors right there. And I have all girls. So, they wanted to go out and play. My kids couldn't go out and play and peaceful, because I'm the type of mama, I'm going to watch mine. I watch my kids. I make sure that, I have to know where they are at all times. So when we go out the front door and there are, neighbors, and then sometimes the neighbors have a lot of company and all of that, then I'm like, oh no, we coming back. Let's go back in the house. So that's how it was in the apartment. Now that we have a home, they can go out back and play. I'm still watching them, but they have more privacy. So, when it comes to what you want to manifest for, it's up to you. You know what your needs are, you know the desires of your heart. Another thing that we manifested for was an SUV. We had a little small car. It's my husband, myself, and my kids. So as my kids started getting older, the car started getting smaller, especially with my oldest daughter. And at the time, she wasn't old enough to drive. So we had to we had to get clear and concerned about what our needs were, what our heart desires were, in asking God and putting it on our vision board exactly what we wanted. Because in let me say Philippians 4:6, for Philippians 4:6 through 7 in the King James Version, it says, um, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, should keep your heart and mind through Christ Jesus. And it says, think on these things. So what is it that you need? What is it that, the desires of your heart? And go to God with thanksgiving. Make your specific requests be made known unto him. Specific requests. That's a lot of times that's where we make the mistake. We don't go to God specifically. And I understand that, because I used to be the same way. And sometimes you think, maybe you think you are bothering God, or maybe you think you are, you ask for too much. Sometimes that's a lot of what we think as humans. Amen. Yes. We think as humans, we don't want to bother God with this, or we don't want to bother God with that. But you are not bothering him. He tells you right here in Philippians 4:6, the King James Version is what I'm reading out of. He says, come to him and make your request be made known unto him. He's telling you this. So when he tells you this, that means he wants you to come to him. He wants you to come to him with your specific request. So also, when you're doing a vision board, put your specific request on the vision board. There also a way that you can do a vision board in Canva. Some people like to have, I think it's called visual, where it's on the phone. Whatever it called when you put it on your phone, because I did that this year. I put mine on my phone. I went to Canva and I typed in vision board. I think I put in vision board or vision board ideas, and you put in there exactly what you want. You can go to Pinterest. I went to Pinterest and I put a whole lot of things that I wanted, that I was believing for, like uh, like pins on my Pinterest board. You can make it private. You don't have to make it where everyone can see it. Mine is private on Pinterest. You can do it also on Canva. You can make your own, and I'm sure there's some other places that you can do it also. You can get you a poster board. These poster boards I purchased at the Dollar Tree, $1.25. Okay. You can also, when it comes to pictures, whatever it is that you are believing for, print out pictures. I'm sure everyone have a printer, just a plain printer. If you don't have a printer, you can get it sent to not Kinko's. We have a Kinko's at FedEx. You can get it sent to wherever you have your printing place at. Let them print those pictures off for you so that you can put them on your poster board. or like I said, I started with plain paper, and that's been many, many years ago. I had plain paper and a pencil, and that's what I started with. You know what? Even you have your hand, you can write it on your hand. Write it down. Do not let it stop you just because you don't have a poster board or you don't have any of those things. Okay. You have your hand, you can get a piece of paper, you can get a pencil, and you can write it down what it is that you are believing for. Okay. And I also have here, I wanted to let you all know what is a vision board. Even though I've covered some of that, a vision board is a place where you can put down your ideas, what it is that you're believing for. Again, I'm going to show you mine. Now, as you can see, this is an older one. I hope that you can see this. I call it a believing board. That's what we call it in my ministry. I put pictures, I put quotes, because I want to go back and be able to um read my quotes, read what it is that I put on my board, to be able to see my board. Now, these boards here I have available, available where I can see them often. I do put them in my closet. I go in my closet every morning to put my clothes on. So I'm seeing my boards every morning. You always have your board where you can see it, because when you see it, the more often that you see your board, the more often you say, okay, this is what I'm believing God for. This is specific requests that I made known unto God. And pray. Pray over it. As you see it, pray to God and just say, God, I thank you that you're working to bless me with what I'm believing for. You're blessing me with my needs. You're blessing me with the desires of my heart. Um, and this is one of them that I did. And I have many other ones that I did. I also did a vision board party. I think it was in 2021. Now, all of that will be on my event channel. I have another channel, Event Decor Designs by Ieasha. That was back then when I didn't have this channel then. I just had that channel. So I did a vision board party and I uploaded everything that I had invited some people over and we sat down. I had the poster boards. I told them, I was like, bring pictures that you're believing for. One of the girls, she was believing for a home, like I had mentioned earlier. She was living in a small home, her and her family. And, the neighborhood had started getting bad and she wanted to move. So I told her, I said, bring what it is that you're believing for. Bring the home that a picture of the home that you are looking for, exactly what you want in your home, all of that. So we sit down and we did the board. It was some other ladies, they was believing for some things. And it was this was in 2021. She called me, I think it was like in 2022, and told me that she had found her home. So it took a year, but guess what? God blessed her with the desires of her heart and her needs, because that was a need that she had, and the desires of her heart was to get her family out of the home and out of the neighborhood. So it took a year, but guess what? It happened. So it may not happen when you want it to happen, because God don't work on our time. God does not work on our time. God works on his time. So I just want you to know, just because you do a vision board and you manifest it, and even when you look at The Secret, this movie here, or you read the book, everything don't happen right when you want it to. It may take a year, it may take 2 years, it may come right then. You never know. Just like some of these boards that I have right here, I have a lot of things written on them. I can look at this board right now while I'm talking to you, and a lot of these things, some of these things have not came to pass in my life yet, but that's okay. I have to start manifesting more, believing more, because a lot of times life happens. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and sometimes my vision gets to the point I'm like, okay, God, I've been believing for this, I haven't seen it happen. And sometimes your believing goes down. And we're not supposed to let that happen. We're supposed to keep our believing up here. You're supposed to keep it up here and not let it go down, because once your believing go down, that means you're not believing God the way that you should believe him. Okay. And a lot of times when if you get this movie and look at it, when you look at it, they talk about how the flower, like when you planting a flower, and we put flower, just a seed. in the soil. And you know how when the flowers start coming up a little bit, and then you start looking and be like, wow, that flower is not growing, or it's not coming up the way that I thought or when I thought it should. And guess what? The flowers start dwindling back down. So you have to have belief, and you have to trust, you have to trust in yourself, and you have to believe in what it is that you are believing for, whatever it is that you're believing for, whether it's a house, a car, a new business, whatever it is. Okay. So let me see. I wanted to that's why I wrote down some things, because I'm all over the place right now, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, how do I make a vision board? So again, I have examples here of one that I made. You will need a poster board. You will need some cutouts. You can go on Pinterest. You can go on, just Google it, whatever it is that you're believing for, and you can print it out. Again, I put quotes here. As you see, I have one with Michelle, Michelle Obama. Then I have one here. It says, what you think of yourself is much more important than what people think of you. And that's true. I needed that. So I had to print that out so that I can see this daily, because that's true. A lot of times when, you feel like people want, just like for instance, watch your YouTube video or watch whatever it is that you have, when actually people are watching. They may not watch it when you think they should watch it, but eventually they're going to watch it. Your views going to grow. Your subscribers going to grow. Whatever it is that you're believing for, it will grow. But it takes time. All right. So you have to go and print out those. You can print out um, if you're believing for money, if you're believing for marriage, if you're believing for a family, you're believing for a home, you're believing for a vehicle, whatever it is. Print those things out and be specific with it, and put it on the board. Like I said, you can put it on your phone. This year I have mine on my phone. And just go ahead and just believe for those things. And again, you don't have to have a poster board. You can do it on paper, have you a pencil, have you some glue, have all those things available. So that's how you make a vision board. Okay. The next one I have is, do I have to believe or take action on what I am believing for? And yes, you do. Do you have to believe? Yes, you have to believe. Believing equals what? Action. Believing is an action verb. Believing means that you have to believe what it is, specific request. Okay? And you have to take action on it. That's just like when, again, I'm talking about our home, because that was the most important thing for us to get a home. We had to take action on that. We had to believe in action. Just like the lady I told you in our ministry, she was telling us we had to get clear and concerned, because sometimes your mind start going in different in opposite directions on what you're believing for. And you have to bring your mind back. The Bible talks about that. You have to renew your mind daily, because you have things of this world that happens. You have negativity. You have things and people that try to come against what it is that you're believing for, but you have to let all that negativity go. You have to believe for what it is that you are believing for, and you have to take action on it. The Bible says faith without works is dead. Faith is an action verb. Faith is believing. Believing takes action. Okay. So you have to believe for what it is that you put on your vision board or what you're manifesting. Okay, so I'm going to give you some ideas for a vision board. Vision board ideas. Again, you can get plain sheet of paper, you can get copy paper, you can get a poster board, you can do a Pinterest board, you can cut out articles, quotes, pictures, you can do Canva. Now we have Canva that we can do. All right. And the ideas of it is whatever it is that you are believing for. You may be believing to start your YouTube channel. You may be believing to grow your YouTube channel. When it comes to, just say for instance, you want to grow your YouTube channel, go on Google, find maybe some YouTube pictures, put the pictures on a board or a paper or whatever you have, and just say for instance, you believe in to grow your channel to 20,000. Find you a 20,000 number 20,000, put the 20,000 down there with the views or whatever it is that you are believing for. Okay, you are believing for this. All right. What is your vision for 2024? One of mine is being more consistent. I have to be more consistent with uploading my videos. I have to be more consistent with a lot of things in my life. Okay. So it depends on you, what it is that you have to do more of. Some of us, we may have to be, um, maybe get out of a negative situation, be more peaceful with yourself or with your home or whatever it is that, you are believing to do. It is totally up to you. Okay. All right. So I have one, faith without works is dead. Ask and you shall receive. That's another one. Whatever it is that you're asking for, you shall receive it. You just have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that what it is, specific request that you're asking for, you shall receive. Okay, I talked about the vision board party that I did in 2021. Again, you can look over on my event decor designs by Ieasha channel. I have a vision, how I set up the vision boards. I have a video on how I set up the vision boards. I have a video of the actual vision board party that I did. Okay. I showed you my vision boards. I showed you one, and I have many of them here. And the one that I did for 2024 is on my phone. I did it in Pinterest and I did it in Canva. Okay. Just a few ideas of what you can believe for in 2024. Again, I'm going to talk about that. You can believe for starting your YouTube channel. If a YouTube channel is something that you want to start, you can believe in starting your business. You can believe in being financially free. A lot of us want to be financially free. We don't want to be in debt. We want to be financially free so we can free up money to have or to buy different things that we want to buy, travel, all right. Like I said, buy a home, a car, be a better person overall. That's one of the ones for me also too, to be a better person overall. Do not let the negatives of other people get on me. You have to stay positive and you have to renew your mind daily. All right. So it may be that you want to go back to school, or it could be as simple as changing your lifestyle, exercising, eat right. A lot of people come in January, they start joining the gym or whatever it may be, eat right. Okay. Leave negativity in 2023. Be stress free, be peaceful, or whatever it is that you're believing for and whatever it is that your heart desires. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was another thing that I wanted to talk about that we put on our vision board last year. Well, we put it on our vision board for 20. We went last year, so it was our vision on our vision board for last year was going to Disney World. That was something that my husband and I wanted to do for our children, and that was something that we knew we had to save up for. So last year we were able to take them to Disney World, and we went for Christmas of 2022. And I have a video on that here on this channel because that was around the time when I was trying my DTF. I was trying to make us some shirts to take. And I was doing that was my first time doing the DTF, the hat. All right. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I don't want to hold you long. I know I had Melissa here. I don't think she's here anymore, but Melissa, I thank you so much for joining me. And I thank everyone who will be looking at the replay. Make sure that you know what it is that you want to do, your specific request, whether you do a vision board, whether you put it on your phone, whether you just have it in your mind, whatever it is that you want to do, be specific, believe and trust that it will come to pass, because 2024 is going to be an amazing year for each and every one of us. We just have to believe it. We have to work hard. I believe in working smart, not hard, but you also have to work hard also. You have to go out and you have to let people know what you do. You have to go out there and just be the best at everything that you do. Okay. And always look in the mirror. Look in the mirror at yourself and see what it is that you can improve on. All right. So I thank you all so very much for being here. I hope that you all enjoy your New Year's Eve, whatever it is that you're going to do tonight. I hope that you be safe, and I hope that you have a blessed and prosperous 2024. 2024 starts tomorrow, and I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. All right. I will see y'all next year. This is my last live for 2023. You all be blessed, and I will see y'all in my next video. Peace.